Welcome back to Marketing Champions here in Daily Ad Brief. I'm Howard Walpoff, your host. Again, we're talking about marketing with marketing experts from around the country. Today we're in St. Paul, Minnesota with Deanna Shimota from GrowthMode Marketing. And Deanna, welcome to our conversation today.
Thanks so much, Howard.
We are excited to learn a little bit more about you. So let's get rolling with, share with us how you get started in the marketing industry.
Yeah, so way back when I actually went to college for marketing communications and have grown up in my career on that side over time working at technology companies as my career grew and I started running marketing departments. I found a lot of things I was doing. I was very hands-on and learning all parts of marketing, which eventually led me to starting a marketing agency with a colleague.
Well, it's very exciting when you learn all the different pieces that you're ready for that implementation of everything and having control over what kind of message you are putting out there. So tell us about the message of the agency and how you are sharing it with prospective clients.
Yeah, at Growth Mode Marketing, we're a demand generation agency, which means we're really focused on helping organizations that are in high growth. So a lot of times they're going to be private equity backed or, looking to do an acquisition soon where they have growth as the mission. And so what we do is we really help organizations build out that long-term sustainable growth engine. So we don't believe that lead generation is really the primary way to go, which a lot of companies are still doing today. We really think that with demand generation, you're working with the way buyers want to buy versus trying to force them into your sales process. And what I mean by that is Gartner has come out with reports that have indicated that 72% of people have indicated they would prefer to make B2B purchases with no sales rep involved. So the job of a sales rep has gotten harder, and your digital footprint really needs to become your best marketing and salesperson.
It's a very interesting statistic you share there because it's very different than what a lot of companies have to do, that they feel they have to do to generate business. But yet again, there's so much information out there. There's so many things and touch points that people are dealing with that sometimes they just don't want to deal with people, which is an unfortunate situation. But so what are you doing? What kind of implementations are you doing for your clients to really get that messaging out there for them?
Yeah, when we're building out a demand generation engine for a company, what we will do is first start with the ideal customer profile, and that's really about defining who is that target audience and not looking at your total addressable market, but narrowing it down to get really specific with who you're going to target and then creating a unique point of view that is targeted to those individuals. So if you're in a really cluttered market like HR technology, for example, you're going to find it hard to get the attention of the buyers. And if your product isn't significantly differentiated, I think a unique point of view can help you kind of stand out from that crowd. And then from there, it's about building out a content strategy and a demand generation plan, which is all about really hyper focused content that you're getting out there to build out that digital footprint so people can find you. You're showing up where they are going to look for information and resources, and you're putting the information freely and readily available out there so that they can consume it and really take themselves through their own buying journey.
Now, placement of content really varies of who is finding it based on the type of client that you're looking for, the type of partnership you're looking for. But are there platforms that are working better than most for some of the implementations you're doing for your clients?
Yeah, that's a great question. It really varies depending on who that audience is. I think, like we do a lot of work in the HR technology space. And so we find like a lot of times there's third-party vendors out there who already have audiences that we can tap into. And, also doing digital advertising, things like that. It's really kind of like a three-tier approach. You've got to make sure the content on your website is deep and good. So people, if they come there, they can find what they need. Then it's about building your digital footprint out with the channels you can manage. So like social media, podcasts, webinars, things like that. And then it's about that third party platforms where you tap into other people's audiences that are relevant for you.
Well, it's key that you have a nice, strong strategy for your clients and making sure they're getting their messaging out there so to help with this organic growth. So, Deanna, thank you so much for joining us and for sharing all that you're doing with us today.
Thank you, Howard.
And thank you all for joining us as well. Trying to get that organic growth, trying to get the salesperson out of the process really can be beneficial based on what the needs are for your prospect. And understanding your prospect is really the key to everything. So there's a lot more information about growth mode marketing here, so you can please check that out. But go out, have a great rest of today, and we'll see you next time on Marketing Champions.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household-level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.